Hello and welcome back, beautiful people. For those who are new here, my name is Lydia and I am the Witch of Multirealms. I am providing tarot readings that are aligned to signs and synchronicities such as angel numbers. Now I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. So if this is your stuff, please like, follow and subscribe to my channel so you will not miss our future posts. Today I'm doing a reading for those who have been seeing the numbers 333 or 4 threes, 3333. Spirit's overarching message for everyone watching today's reading is good times are coming in for you. So be optimistic, be positive so that you vibrate at the right frequency and you can receive what you are meant to receive. That's the overarching message. But I'll be picking out 3 piles and we'll see what Spirit wants to say to each and every one of you. Okay, before I start shuffling though, let me remind everyone that this is a general reading. So please take whatever you resonate with and leave the rest behind. Also, this is a timeless reading. Whatever time you may find this message or this message finds you, that means it's just the right time for you to watch it. Also, please don't take any of the outcome as absolution. Nothing is set in stone. Tarot is advice and guidance provided to you by your spiritual team, and it applies to whatever energy you have right now. And of course, a lot of things can change based on free will and free action. Okay, so 3 piles. Spirit, please tell us what your message is today for the 3 different piles. What message do you have for... Okay, that's 1. What message do you have for today's group? Okay. So the 3 piles. For pile 1, you have rest and rejuvenate. Okay. Pile 2, you have harmony. Pile 3, new beginnings. Okay, so as usual, I will be doing the readings for 3 different piles and then I will be leaving timestamps in the description box below. You may use your intuition to be guided to choose whichever pile, or you can cross-watch to other piles as well. Timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you at your readings. Hi, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. For those of you who chose pile 1, this is your card, Rest and Rejuvenate. It's a very suitable card, especially when we're talking about Spirit, wanting to talk about optimism, welcoming a new change, positive outlook, vibrating at the right frequency to bring in the right kind of opportunities into your life. I think resting and rejuvenating is a very apt message. So we'll see, and I'll be picking right now tea leaves to see what else Spirit wants to say in alignment with this message. Yeah. Okay. So your tea leaves, you have bull, do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. Okay. Casket, someone going out of your life or at the end of a situation. Haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Okay. firecracker, excitement. Dog, protection from a powerful friend. And 3, affairs with your family. Okay. Now, I loosely sense what's going on in some of the, for some of you, but of course I will get more cards from the tarot deck to get clarifiers and understand the message. Spirit, please give us your guidance and message for pile 1 with regards to optimism, positivity, to the rest, rejuvenation. Okay. Okay, so so there is this underlying message from Spirit talking about a problem that you probably have recently just finalized, like a problematic situation that you could have recently just concluded, or is coming to the end of that situation. Feels like there was much opposition and having to defend yourself from opposing energy from somebody or some people. Okay, could be family related situation for some of you, and you are coming to the end of that situation, or it has freshly just ended, right? So in this case, it is definitely time for you to regain your energy. It felt like you had spent a lot of energy, that a lot of energy is channeled into this situation to perhaps put up the opposing defense from your end, and also to finally give it closure. So I feel like Spirit is trying to say now is the time to let bygones be bygones now. If there's already a closure, let it be actually a close. And don't look back and overthink. If you overthink, it will impede your movement forward to better days. In fact, they give a lot of imagery here that is related to going into the forest and shutting yourself out from noise. Rest and rejuvenate, it's very interesting because this feels very much like a Four of Swords kind of energy. But as I got this card and I felt like it's a very Four of Swords kind of energy, not only Four of Swords being you should be resting and rejuvenating yourself in the department of thinking, but you got the card, the Hangman, which speaks very much of putting yourself into a state of, well, I won't say this person is particularly resting as a hangman, being hung upside down. It's not particularly comfortable, okay? And I won't say a lot of rejuvenating it's happened while you're being hung upside down. But see, the guy, he's not very He's not really very uncomfortable. He's not struggling. He is willingly in this position. And with that weight and that hanging came a form of clarity and wisdom. That glow around his head is clarity and wisdom. It came to him over time. And yet, as you can see, he's not in a very uncomfortable state. He's hung upside down on this tree branch. And so it's something done willingly. So I would say that in terms of resting and rejuvenating, it felt very much like this energy where Spirit is saying, now, with whatever you have done and you have created like the end of a struggling situation, it's time for you to also put yourself through a bit of introspection, right? Resting and rejuvenating can mean a lot. In the Four of Swords situation, it's also like a form of meditation. Going into your mind to reassess the situation, to really gain some clarity, to... You know how when you're in the midst of the fight, you more often than not cannot think as clearly and logically as you wish, and it's because you're in a fight, right? So more often than not, people are filled with adrenaline, having to brace themselves for an argument, having to brace themselves for an opposition, things like that. And what you need when you are putting out that fight is strength and fortitude, like what Spirit says here. You need to have that burst of energy. But once all that is over, you realize you use a lot of energy, not just physical energy, but actually more so mental and emotional energy. So the whole idea of resting, rejuvenating here felt very much like you are resting your heart, you're resting your mind. It's not even so much a physical activity. But I see here what Spirit is saying is your heart and your soul desires to come into a place where your balance in all aspects of heart and soul fulfillment is going to come into a much more mature state. Okay, you have here Nine of Wands, which is putting up against that opposition, but it is very close to the end of completing the cycle. And you can see how badly battered and bandaged and hurt this person is, but he's still holding up the fort, like holding up a wall with the wands. And right next to it is Ace of Cups. You are walking into this new journey of fulfillment, of ultimate satisfaction. So clearly something was not satisfying you. In clarity, Spirit actually gave me both Queen of Cups and King of Cups, which is extremely powerful. Both masculine and feminine divine forces of the intuitive and heart-driven part of your soul is being portrayed here. So I can see like Spirit is trying to advise you that if you allow yourself resting, rejuvenating, getting some introspection, withdrawing from all the noise and the aftermath of perhaps a dispute situation, it's best not to overthink who's right, who's wrong, but rather if you were to go into a resting situation, meditation is about focusing on the nothing. It's not... Some things will come to you clearly during meditation. Spirit will speak to you. Spirit will find the best advice to present to you. But when you go into a state of meditation, it is with the intention of actually emptying your mind, emptying your ego from taking main stage and building a narrative. Right? Because that is when ego, after let's say a conflict situation, wants to come in and build a narrative, is very easy. We are still in the heat of that fight. The heat has not subsided yet while it's still fresh. Or if you're keeping it fresh because you keep bouncing the ideas back and forth in your head, then it will definitely feed ego and let ego take strength inside you instead of real inner wisdom and strength. So therefore, I believe Spirit is trying to say that you have the ability to construct both masculine and feminine balance inside you to attain the right amount of sense of fulfillment and intuition, and you are at a level of maturity whereby you are not just any cups here. You are King and Queen of Cups, and that is like the balance and the divine. And you can set forth on this journey in a new journey, okay? But that will not come to you yet if you do not allow yourself this slower pacing now to rest. I want to get some clarity here to see, Spirit, what is the karma? You reap what you sow. What is that about? Okay. Knight of Cups. Okay, so there is this tea leaf here that says karma, you reap what you sow. I don't think Spirit is speaking about how you are. Of course, if you know yourself, you know what you've done or not done, right? But if you don't think there's anything you should be worried about suffering consequence of, but rather it's more like really you reaping what you sow, you give and you get what you deserve. Spirit is saying that when you start whatever you are doing and you go on that path, like the Knight of Cups here, and pursue it with real passion, real heart and desire, the opportunity in your life will open up for that path. The right opportunity, the divine given opportunities will open up in your path. See how the wand is being offered as the knight is on that path and traveling towards where he is going, right? So Spirit is saying that the way of life is such, and this applies to everyone. I don't think it is that much of a abstract message here. This happens for everyone. If you pursue anything in life with real intent and purpose and with heart, and you give your all, you will receive and align with the right opportunities. And I think this is very, very aligned with our message today, right? Spirit is saying that they want you to get into a vibration that is ready for you to receive the good things that are coming your way. So before you miss a train, before you miss the ship, they want you to know that whatever situation you just exited, whatever heat you just finished that fight, whatever heat you just got out of, let the dust settle now, let it rest. Do not over complicate things by trying to work out who's right and who's wrong in your head too much, okay? This is, it's not a matter of who's right or who's wrong. It's a matter of what is going on in your thinking. You can have the ability to make boundaries and decisions for yourself, but you have to be precise and you have to be fair. You have to know which part is your part and which part is their part, and basically not you know how karma works, right? As much as you don't want to if you believe that someone did you wrong and karma is going to happen to them, know very much that you need to also have your conscience clean and clear. Otherwise, it also does the cosmic law works for you as well. So it goes both ways. And then next to between your Seven of Swords and between your Two of Swords, which are basically two cards that illustrate how overthinking can really impede your movements. You actually have the movement card, which is the Chariot, okay? So I feel it's literally Spirit hinting to you that with great success comes great responsibilities. With great, with whatever that you have just done, whatever situation that is that you have just resolved and closed, let it be known that that is already an old chapter, and let it be closed. Even if you want to think about it in terms of a much more, learning experience, introspection, and shifting perspectives in order to gain more wisdom from the situation. Do not allow yourself to fall into any negative vibrational thoughts, such as playing the blaming game or shaming game. And with such, then you will become a much more mature energy when it comes to handling the emotional and intuitive aspects of life, right? Okay, is there anything I need to clarify here? Let's see. That's a protection from a powerful friend. Let's see who that is. Okay. Okay, it seems like as you freshly left the previous situation, you are stepping into a place where there is somebody in your life, could be someone new, or could be someone you've already known for a while in your life. A person with perhaps could be younger than you, okay, is a Page of Wands energy. A person who is younger than you, or could be a younger sibling, could be a younger friend, okay. Or could be somebody who is considered junior by experience than you, but possess much more productive aspirations, such as ability to build, create, and see opportunities, or be excited and spontaneous for a new endeavor. Okay, somebody who is a very Page of Wands kind of energy. Now remember, under your when I ask about your karma, what's coming up next for you, Spirit says that as long as you pursue anything with real passion, opportunities will open for you, which is also Ace of Wands over here, which I very much connect to and see that the Page of Wands is that person who will bring this Ace of Wands into your life. So I think that it could be or could be not connected to the situation that just resolved for you, just freshly resolved. But this person, it says from a powerful friend. So again, when we say powerful, we don't necessarily mean like this person carries actual, like, not necessarily status or monetary power, but could be that this person is powerful in their resolve, powerful in their approach towards any like situation, commitment, or work. Could be that sort of powerful, or powerful as a powerful protector. You know, like they are such a loyal and good friend that they are a powerful protector. So whoever this is in your life, a very Page of Wands kind of energy, young, exuberant, willing to try, take adventure and risks kind of energy. Freshly, now that you freshly step out of the previous situation, you are coming into much more closer contact with this person. This person could be a fire sign. I feel like this person could be a fire sign. So if you have somebody in your life who might be a Leo, this person could be it, or this person could be a Virgo as well. Where with the number 8 here? Yep. So, I mean, I'm not an astrologer, but if I were to look into the astrology aspects of it, there it shows a little bit of that. Okay? Right, so I'm going to be pulling a card from the Moonology Oracle cards and see what else Spirit has to say. Okay, Spirit, what other message do you have for Part 1 today with regards to optimism, moving forward, positivity? Oh, so many. Okay. A new start is coming. Right. Let's see. Okay, new moon. A new start is coming. There is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed and you're on target to receive your goals, to achieve your goals. The message from the universe is that you are starting all over again in some way, be that on a new or better course or just feeling more positive about achieving your desired outcome. If you have been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle. Now this is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well, and forget about the past. There. I think this is a very good summary in all for what Spirit has to say. What's past is past, let it be, and vibrate higher, think more positively and optimistically so that you can receive what's waiting for you coming your way. Rest and rejuvenate, remember. Okay, so this is all I have for you and the message that Spirit has for you today. Please leave your comments in the comment section if you would like to share, and I would love to hear from you. This is a general reading. If you want a personal reading, please go to the description box below and find the link for booking a personal reading. Last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe if you like more of such videos to come. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye! Hi, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So for pile number 2, the card you have drawn is, the card you have selected is Harmony. This card reminds me a lot of Six of Cups in the tarot deck. Now this is psychic tarot oracle card decks. So this is like a combination of oracle and tarot meanings mixed together. We'll see what else Spirit has to say. I will pick some tea leaves here to see what else Spirit has to say about your situation. Okay. Okay, so first card is Bowl. Plenty of material things. Okay, Bowl. Harp. Great happiness. You have very positive tea leaves here. Let's see. Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. Horseshoe. Good luck. Scissors. Disappointment in some affair. Right? Disappointment in some affair. Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Okay? That's right, the camel here. Okay. I mean, probably there's a few situations I will get traditional tarot weight deck. I'll put more cards here and then I'll see what Spirit says. Please guide us, Spirit. Please give us your messages and guidance for this deck, please. Okay. Very nice. They have given the Six of Cups, which is a double confirmation. Okay, so let's see. Seems like some kind of abundance of money is involved here. Okay. So I think what Spirit is trying to say that, of course, this pertains, timing-wise is different for different persons watching this. Okay, for some of you, you're already in that space of receiving the great luck, the material things, the great happiness is already in your energy right now. And for some, Spirit is saying you're coming into it. Like, I somehow, with the bridge over here, somehow felt like you have definitely gone through certain kind of disappointment, okay? In fact, to be specific, the disappointment that you went through, I actually did a clarifier here when I saw that there is, a card that indicates some level of disappointment, okay? And I think Spirit is trying to say that this disappointment revolves around some friends or some people that you consider friends. They did not show up to be the way that you wish they are, or it could be that you got into some kind of agreement with some friends or some people in your life, but they have, in their own way, disappointed you with whatever they are doing. And that kind of held you back on getting something completed. So if it's work, then yeah, we're talking about workmates being not reliable, and then that created some kind of hiccup to the way you could have completed your work. And that work is tied into overcoming or completing a task that will bring in the whatever reward or result that comes with it, right? If we're talking about work, right? There has to be results yielded for any kind of project that you're doing. But if we're talking about personal life and you're relying on friends to get something done, perhaps some friends have disappointed you, and you are thereby whatever plans you had became, let's just say that it did not complete as it should. But Spirit is showing that you went about your own way and got it done anyway. Okay, so it felt very much like an energy of something that has passed. It's not something that is still going on right now. It felt like it either have freshly passed, this disappointing element with some people in your life, or it's either long past or recently past. Yeah, basically, it doesn't feel like it's right now ending. Okay, because a very strong energy here is that if this was something that is on one side of the bridge, you have already crossed over to the other side of the bridge. Because everything here points towards you having overcome a problem. Yeah, okay, there is one very small group. Spirit is still trying to ask you to persevere, then you will overcome the problem. Okay, so I think that there is definitely a scattered timeline here for different people watching this. Or maybe it could be a lot of you are choosing poultry and really there's quite a lot of scattered energies across. Whatever it is, Spirit is saying you have it in you to create this. So whoever you thought you could rely on disappointed you. And after all, you realize you don't have to, because you can rely on yourself to bring in the results of what you're trying to bring in. You have yourself here. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I would like to get more clarity because Spirit is showing me harmony, and harmony, which also is Six of Cups, is it's very similar to a Six of Cups energy, which you receive here. Okay, I feel like Spirit is trying to say that somebody from your past, somebody that you could actually rely on, that is from your childhood or your past, has shown you that you can do it with them and get through, overcome the difficulty, and eventually create the abundance for yourself. I'm still trying to figure out, is the person the Queen of Pentacles or is that someone else? Spirit, please clarify. The Six of Cups. Okay. All right. Okay, so the Six of Cups feels very much like an energy of you and yourself. It does not feel like you and someone else. I think this is Spirit saying you have come into alignment with your own inner self and your inner strength, your higher self, basically. It's somebody that you might not have connected with for a while, but recently, due to whatever events that occurred, you rediscovered the strength that you have within you. You rediscovered the tenacity that you have within you. And you allow that to come through because you communicated with your inner self. The disappointing thing that happened to you, right? When you have the Five of Cups and then it was brought on because of some unreliable crowd in your life, that actually is a small learning lesson. I won't say major because honestly, I don't feel it's a very major phase, but whatever it is, it's still nonetheless a worthy lesson in your life. It teaches you how to reach further into yourself to bring out that magical aspect of yourself. Because while you thought that you could and you will want to rely on others to get something done, actually you have it within you all along. And that sort of pushed you to bring about the abundance and the abundance and the good luck and opportunity and happiness that you have in your life that you are going to be experiencing soon or are already experiencing. See, there seems to be once you leave behind whatever was choppy waters, whatever was not reliable, Six of Swords energy, once you leave behind whatever is not worthy of your attention, you start to see how there are a lot of things in your life that have shown themselves up to be some illusions, and some are actually really good choices to take, but you don't know which ones, right? They became clearer for you once you step past to the other side, where things probably were causing a lot more dissonance when you are in the choppy water. Maybe that was causing a lot more dissonance and discomfort because you don't know whether you can rely on people, whether or not people mean what they say, and having to navigate disappointing feelings and trying to figure out like, oh, why are things the way they are. Maybe that really left you with a lot of disturbance in your self-belief. And then of course when opportunities are being presented in times like that, we can never really truly think so clearly and level-headedly. You have Seven of Cups, but Seven of Cups usually shows a stall. Like, choices can't be made when Seven of Cups are presented. It's a very irritating card, to be honest, because I know it sounds so personal when I say that. Seven of Cups is a very irritating card. I tell you, I know a lot of people can say they don't like receiving Seven of Swords. I say, oh, receiving Seven of Cups is worse than receiving Seven of Swords. At least Seven of Swords feel a little bit more obvious what's going on. But Seven of Cups is like, are they good choices or are they not good choices? So I felt like you must have been through something like that, like not knowing whether the opportunities being presented to you are even worthy of your choice, or are they just trying to trick you into failure? But once you navigate away, you actually start to see very quick path ahead of you and know which direction to go, right? It was then brought on by 6 of Wands and then the Chariot over here. It's very interesting because I think Spirit is trying to give you almost like a forecast. Actually, it's of course not far-fetched to say that in all the, so far this is second, but I'm not surprised if third is the same for third pile. First pile was the same like this, where what Spirit did was give a glimpse into the future of what is potentially waiting for you, the good things that are waiting for you. Success, victory, abundance, achievements, and happiness, all that stuff is coming in for you. Whatever that has disappointed you, let go of it. Spirit says you already know it doesn't serve you. You already know that only causes you more confusion than clarity, right? Whatever energy that was from people that were unreliable, Spirit knows that once you walk away from it, there is clarity on your path, right? And they say once you have that, you will immediately realize that the strength within yourself, you are actually fully capable of generating that abundance. You have it all along. Perhaps you have it and you don't believe in yourself. That's why you are relying on other people. But Spirit is saying, well, then this is one big around the bush to show you that you could have done it yourself. Sometimes teamwork does make the dream work, but sometimes we have to rely on ourselves to get something done, because you might be possessing a certain level of tenacity or aptitude for something that you think you can do with other people, but actually it's more of a clusterfuck to do with other people. It's actually better to do it yourself. And I feel like Spirit is trying to say, well, then that was the issue you have learned. Hopefully you have, and you are now supposed to move forward, right? Today's reading, if I have not yet said, is that the whole agenda of why Spirit wants to bring in this message is to show everybody that while there are these small lessons to be learned in our life is always peppered with these tiny little tests here and there, okay? And then the occasional big spiritual awakening and big examination, that we're meant to not fail for that year. So our life is peppered with all these tiny little lessons, and they are meant to just like give us a little kick on the road to so that we don't become complacent, and we still have that alertness to remember that every step of life there's something to be learned. But Spirit is saying, okay, now then the hiccup is over. You're now supposed to move on and don't linger. Don't let the energy of disappointment linger inside you and cause you to vibrate at a frequency that is so low that you cannot remember what's good and what's coming in for you, right? Sometimes it's like that. I said this to Power One, it's the same to you. If both hands are full, holding on to the disappointing and the thing that's lost, how are you going to free up your hand to receive the gift that's coming in the future, right? And I think Spirit is being very, very succinct here, saying that you have it all on your own, to do it on your own. So just remember that. Now, I don't think I need to put any more clarifiers. Actually, Spirit has been very, very straightforward. I will get a card from the Moonology Oracle deck to see what else Spirit has to say. Okay, Spirit, what else do you have for pile number 2? Okay, good. Right, this one here. Prosperity lies ahead. Okay, I'll read it out from the book. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. New moon in Taurus, 44. Right. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. The card suggests that you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the law of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card and also signifies the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you have been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to just give up. Get or give a massage for a healthy body and healthy mind. You will soon be able to afford the thing you're dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order to a savings account, and no matter how small. Okay. So, yes, I think Spirit is talking a lot about some form of material gains here, because I'm seeing pentacles, and while there are wands, but I feel like the pentacles are predominantly occupying the energy due to also there is a tea leaf talking about great material things coming in your way. Yeah, so today this is a message I have for you and what Spirit wants you to know. If you find that this resonates, please leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be happy to hear from you. Take that this is a general reading. If you want a personal reading, please go to the description box below and find the link to book yourself a personal reading. Last but not least, please also like, follow, and subscribe for more of such videos to come. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you at the next one. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So for pile number 3, the card you have selected is New Beginnings. Okay. In alignment with the traditional tarot weight deck, this New Beginnings 0 is pretty aligned with the Fool card. We'll see what it says here as we get more clarity from Spirit. I'm pulling tea leaves from the pile. Okay. So you have here a month card, which is October. Okay. You have kite, vacation. You have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. You have butterfly, a change for the better. Looking very positive. Hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. All right. This card is very aligned with the kite, vacation. And frying pan, trouble, accusations. All right. So I'm seeing a lot of synchronicities here. But before I start, let me just get some cards from the traditional Rider-Waite deck. Spirit, please give us your guided message for pile 3. Your guidance and message for pile 3. Spirit, please give us your guidance and message for pile 3. What do you want to tell them? What do you have for pile 3? Okay. Wow, some pretty big cards. Okay, wait, I want one more card here. Okay, so the thing that have, so okay, for generally, and please take whatever fits into your situation, may not be the same for everyone, but generally the energy here that I'm seeing is that there's been some form of dispute that involves you being accused, or somebody is accusing somebody. Definitely an energy of conflict, an energy of disharmony, chaos, something along those lines. Now, this could have happened in the previous month. It does not feel like something that happened a long time ago. But whatever it is, it feels like a thing that has to happen. And it is with better judgment that you sever ties, or like give that situation the closure it requires. So just saying, you have big cards here. You have major arcana cards. You have the High Priestess. Okay. You have Page of Swords. You have Knight of Wands. Then you have Death. You have Death here. You have Five of Swords. Next to it is Two of Pentacles. Finally, you have the Sun. Okay, and for those cards, I've also put clarifiers. So just to let you know, under the High Priestess and Page of Swords energy, I was trying to figure out what is it that how is this energy working out to have High Priestess and then Page of Swords. I felt like so Spirit gave the Tower, Ten of Swords, and Judgment. So it was definitely a kind of chaotic situation that caught you by surprise. It was not, it was spontaneous. It was spontaneous, definitely. And it caught you by surprise, and definitely left you betrayed or disappointed to some degree. But you made the judgment call. Okay, judgment was actually on your part, that you made that call, and you have decided to put all that behind you by putting closure to that situation. Okay, so maybe I should ask, how is it that you applied the judgment? Spirit, how? Oh, okay. Well, Spirit said you just walked away from it. You just walked away from it. You gave it no energy. You just shut it down, basically. You did not try to hurt anyone, but you just left it all behind and walked away from it. Anything else, Spirit, that I can gather from this judgment situation? Is there anything else? And it was fair. Okay. So Spirit says that you just found the fairest way to exit the situation and call it quits and walked away from it. So that was a closure that you created for yourself. Now with that, you have achieved a much higher degree of wisdom and intuition. You start to learn how to tap into your inner knowing and gut feelings a lot better. In that sense, you sort of allowed divine energy to guide you, divine wisdom to guide you, which is what is good and going on for you right now. You have learned that you will not give energy to it's like you learn how not to give energy to people who just want to create conflict with you. And it's only through that way of managing your expectations that you can then create a positive outcome for yourself. I don't think Spirit is wanting to focus too much on what happened, actually. But I think they want to focus more on how you need to... it's almost like you did walk away from it. But Spirit wants to remind you that now that it's gone and passed and over in the month of October, you need to pay attention on receiving the positive part of life. Okay, you are now in, see, eventually Spirit gave you Sun. In between Sun and Death is all that energy of learning how to manage your own expectations around the way the entire situation had been dealt with, right? As I mentioned in part 1 and 2, very often we are, if we are in that situation right now where we need to fight and defend ourselves, of course we can very much have the adrenaline to sever the mess and close the case. We use rationality, we use a formulated response, logic response to give ourselves the best closure, right? If we are that sort of people, and I am that sort of person, so I can say I operate that way. I know that not everyone operates this way, but I think a lot of people actually do. When you're in a situation of dire need, of trying to, close off some kind of mess, chances are you will use the best logical formula to move forward and ahead. So it's always after you have closure to that thing, then you will take your time to slowly process the feelings of, oh, how did this thing make me feel? Why is it these people are this way? Why is it they are that way? And why is it that I feel this way and that way, right? And a lot of it could just be in the head as well. And Spirit is saying that if that is behind you, is behind you. You got to know that in order to forge on ahead to newer, brighter paths that is waiting for you this month, and since they brought up October, they are being very specific here. This month, take the time to have your mental and physical and emotional aspects, all that parts of you, to go on a proper vacation, to really rest. Maybe the struggle with those people in that chaotic situation really took a bit out of you. And I think Spirit wants you to know that you cannot heal if you don't give yourself the rest and the vacation. There aren't a lot of cups here, which shows that you only applied cups one time, okay, at the judgment, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna walk away from this. That's it, I'm done. And this is the only cups cut you have here, which shows that you don't easily release your emotions. You don't easily release how you feel about things, and you probably think more than you feel. Okay, you're probably a person who rationalize and use your thinking faculties more than your feeling faculties. Not a problem, but if that is the case, Spirit wants you to also remember that mind, body, and spirit, right? Your mind and your body operates in your reality, but your spirit should not be neglected. Your feelings should not be neglected. And to go on that vacation could be literally going somewhere far for a vacation or not. It could be cutting out the noise and the crowd around you and going into a much more like a meditative mode, or like a vacation in the mind. Like you can even have a staycation where you stay at home to rest and not go out there to mingle with the messy, chaotic energies of the people outside, because sometimes they can talk about things, gossips, or even rile up emotions based on what they say, right? So Spirit is urging you to give yourself that rest, so you can recalibrate and then change, like reach toward the better change that's coming for you. Now, it says here, a meeting with a stranger could be important. I want to know, is there someone that is coming in. Okay, they say that rest. After the rest, yeah, after the rest, you will meet somebody who is like the Empress. So go into this rest mode, okay? This might bring on the opportunity for you to meet somebody who is the Empress, and not necessarily a female, not necessarily a mother. Could be a masculine, could be a man as well, but with feminine aspects that is similar to that of the Empress, which is abundant, able to produce in their prime, is very is full of, well, I'll just say it's full of the prime productivity energy of the Empress, abundant as well for themselves and able to provide for the rest of the people around them. This sort of energy. Okay, so you probably come into contact with somebody who is like this, that can bring you more wonderful and beautiful opportunities in the future. And this is a near future. Okay, you have the sun here. Very beautiful. Is there anything else that you want to tell us, Spirit? Especially regarding what's coming for them? Oh, ooh. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay. Right. So after the sun, or as in when you are in the period of the sun, Spirit is saying, as long as you are pursuing your journey and whatever you are going forward with passion and with heart, you will come into a space of abundance, and you yourself will embody the position and energy of the King of Pentacles. Right? So huge abundance waiting for you. Huge abundance coming your way. I think these are all the beautiful things coming your way. I think Spirit don't want you to miss out on them and is trying to align you into this understanding. Now I'm going to pick a card from the Moonology Oracle cards deck to see what else Spirit has for you. Full Moon in Libra. Full Moon in Libra. A win-win situation is coming. Is forecast. A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay? Let's see, what is this win-win outcome between you and somebody? Maybe the person with opportunity coming your way. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Could be. Full Moon in Libra. Okay. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow. Perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason, and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time to try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible to give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Let go of that which is falling away. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. It's time for you to focus on yourself for a while and look after yourself, but avoid vanity. And it's a great time for a makeover. So yeah, maybe during the vacation, you can take some time to give yourself a makeover. But remember, Spirit wants to remind you that you should, in this new beginning you're stepping into, learn from the past, but not let it get to your head that you whatever situation that was, don't try to build a narrative that allows your ego to take stage. And it's more important to understand that lessons are the way they are, because it simply helps us to move along and learn our paths, right? I said this to Pautu, I think, as well. Introspection, not just retrospection. Okay, so this is all I have for you today, and this is the message from Spirit. If it resonates, please leave comments in the section below, and I'll be happy to hear from you. If you want a personal reading, please go to the description box below and get the link for booking a personal reading with me. Last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe for more of such videos to come. And thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.